Hi, and welcome to In the Loop. I'm Deneen O'Donnell, and today I'm with Paul Johnson from Adelphoi. And Paul, Adelphoi, I've heard of it, but I don't know exactly what it is, and I think that's the case with a lot of people. So tell us a little bit about what Adelphoi is.
Well, Adelphoi is a human service organization headquartered in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, but provides services throughout the state of Pennsylvania. Some of the services we provide, my area is foster and adoptive services, but we have educational services, a day treatment school right here in Butler, and as well as Beaver County and throughout Westmoreland County. We also provide in-home services and residential services for children.
Okay, so that encompasses a lot of different areas. Specifically, I wanted to talk a little bit about the foster care program. And I understand that so as the title that you have, are you actually a recruiter of families who will take in foster children, or what exactly do you do?
My responsibility is to recruit families. So when a family is interested in more information about foster or adoptive services, what the process would be, they would be directed to me, and I take them through the approval process.
Okay, now I have hosted baseball players for summers, and I enjoy doing that. It's a short-term thing, and I'd imagine taking in a foster child would be very different. What kinds of things can a foster parent expect if they're interested in this? What kind of things do you tell them up front?
Well, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Okay.
We have many people that are interested, but to completely open up their life to a stranger like myself, in securing that they are a safe environment and a safe family, there's not many stones unturned. So with the responsibility for all the clearances, FBI, child abuse, all those things, their home needing to be safe, trainings that they need to go through, it's pretty intensive to do, but the rewards are tremendous.
Now, when someone brings a foster child in, is it typically a long-term thing, or can it be very short-term?
Well, we have families that we call it a respite. There are families that want to do short-term. So short-term might be a weekend, 10 days, a month, something like that.
To give someone a break or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Family happens.
Uh-huh.
And so in those cases, we have some families that, sure, they can come stay with me for the weekend. You take care of whatever you needed. But others, in other cases, a child is probably in care 6 months to a year. If the family crisis that was the reason that children and youth removed the child isn't safe for them to continue or to return home, which is the #1 priority, reunification, it may be a year and a half or two.
So, Paul, do these children, are they all ages, or do you deal just with, like, are they babies or younger children, or can they be as old as, like, almost 18, not quite 18, until they're out on their own?
Children are referred to us at Adelphoi Village and other agencies in the area that are affiliates are referred through Children and Youth Services.
Okay.
And they deal with children from infant to 18. So the information I have statistic-wise is that 50% of the children that are initially coming into care, so they've just recently been removed from their home, 50% are 5 years old and younger.
Wow.
Which is really scary.
Yeah.
And another trend is that many of them are a part of a sibling group. So you're looking for this new
multiple,
family. Can you take all 3 of these boys? It's
and I'd imagine
really
that's kind of what you would try to do in most cases, is keep the siblings together.
Correct.
Now, how can people find out more about becoming a foster parent? Do you have a website, or who would they call?
Right. It's adelphoi.org.
Okay.
Adelphoi. And you'd click on for foster care information.
Okay.
So yes, I would follow up, and the steps are pretty easy. There's not a commitment other than the person's time investment. I'd visit in the home, give them all the information about the trainings and the requirements in the home.
Okay.
The little thing, the standards are set by the Department of Human Services, and whether you live in Philly or Butler or Pittsburgh or Podunk, they're all the same standards.
So Paul, are there any other ways to make contact and find out information about being a foster parent?
Sure. At Carn City, Zion Church of Petroleum Valley.
Okay.
From 7 o'clock to 8:30 is hosting for us just a drop-in informational session.
Okay.
So if a person is in that area and can just drop in to see us, I'd have information, could privately talk with them or be a part of a group.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for the information. Folks, if you're interested at all or considering becoming a foster family, this would be a great place to stop in and ask some questions or to contact Adelphoi and find out more about opening your home to a foster child. For Armstrong, I'm Deneen O'Donnell, keeping you in the loop.